Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Final Stop. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegad. We're back from break. We took a week off. Sitting to my right, as always, the Vampire King himself, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, who has a defamation case this week. That's why he has a tie on. It's Tristan Bowling.
Yeah, it's me. I will win, and I did not touch that woman.
I did not
touch that meerkat.
What are they, marsupials? I did not touch that marsupial.
We were simply rubbing bellies and exchanging nuts and berries.
Jesus Christ. I hope you win the court of public opinion. Anyway, over here on the side table with a new haircut. Same chains, new haircut. It's Big and Brody Asbill, and Andrew Oriana.
What's up, Bap?
What's going on?
What's going on? You got shorts on. It's officially summer, huh?
Yeah.
We're back, dude. We took a week break and we saved the recap for the Cavs. What have you guys been doing?
Been working out. That's why I'm wearing shorts now.
That's new.
Yeah.
You're getting back on your shit?
I'm getting back on my shit.
If Andrew gets jacked, do we have to start paying him for security as well?
No, he is his own security. I can imagine you getting stout as fuck.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, it's stout like a beef,
Oh,
like
man.
a beef potato pot pie. You're stout, dude.
No. You don't want to be stout. That's not what you're going
Dude,
for.
I got my neck called stout at an open mic once, and it broke me to my core.
You have
Stouts-
the neck of a 100-year-old tree.
It's
Like,
wise.
I can cut your head off and count the onion rings on the inside.
Ew. Jesus Christ.
That's what tells you how long I've been fat for.
yeah. Just count the chins.
What type of workouts have you been doing?
It's mainly like body weight stuff and cardio stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like to slim down a little bit and then try to bulk back up a little bit more.
Switch to diet soda, like the whole thing.
I don't drink soda.
Yeah. What's your
Come on, bud.
what's
I'm not. I genuinely like
Just beer.
just beer and water. That's
Yeah.
really all I do.
And
I
my
don't.
own
I'm
tears.
I'm not a drink. All right.
Sometimes I feel
We're gonna start this. We're gonna start
Isn't
this.
that a SpongeBob thing where he's crying so hard he like cries into his own mouth and then catches
Yeah.
it?
It is sometimes I do carry around a thermos of melted cheese, but
No, I do. I got a food advice, bro. Late at night, sweets for me, bro. I'll have a couple of brewskis, maybe smoke some shit, and then go to like the little corner store and get like Takis, a Slim Jim, probably another IPA pounder, and then maybe like one of those what are they called? The strawberry shortcake like ice cream bar thing.
oh, those things rule.
And kill the
So
whole
far.
fucking thing, dude. If the ice cream man's outside right now, what are you getting?
I'm getting that strawberry shortcake. That shit is so fire.
Oreo,
Fuck with
one of
that.
those Oreo cookie sandwiches.
I was about to say one of those regular cookie sandwiches.
Did you ever subscribe to the fucking? They were trash, but like the character ice cream things
Like
was-
Powerpuff Girls.
with the
I was-
gumball eyes.
I was a big Bugs Bunny guy.
Those are always trash to me. They were like melted when you got them. It was never the
it was
character.
disgusting.
Dude, they look like they'd seen war crimes. Like every character looked like it had its mascara running and shit like that.
Bro, fucking Blossom looks like she had a bad run in with crystal meth. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing, dude. Her
It's like-
face is falling off. She has crack jaw. It's like-
Yeah, it's like a before mugshot, and she like holds it up and tours schools now. It's like,
yeah, dude.
you know what? Before this blossom bloomed, I was just a little tulip.
And now I'm
Sucking
Dare
dick
Agent
for
Blossom.
heroin.
Ew. Sugar, spice, and a little bit of actual
Yeah,
spice.
yeah, sugar, some spice, just some gasoline. I think it is. How do you make cocaine?
What was the end in Chemical X? That was the end.
What?
That was the end, right? Chemical X. That's the last thing. That's
It
Yeah.
says sugar, spice, and everything nice. I want to say.
yeah. But then the dude fucked up and hit the thing, and
Yeah, and then Chemical X got in.
Mhm.
That's fentanyl.
what's in the Powder Puff Girls Chemical X?
Yeah.
It's just a rebel from Dutch Bros. That's all
Yeah.
it was. Just dumps it in. They come out screaming.
Comes to Fox News, it's just like, were they teaching our kids how to do drugs at a young age? What is Chemical X?
Mojo Jojo is cracked down on some bullshit. What are you talking about?
Absolutely.
Bro,
Is
that-
her what the trans were warning us about?
That nigga had the tiniest
Do you guys
goals,
remember
bro.
that guy? Her from Powerpuff Girls?
Her?
Like,
Yeah.
No, it's him.
him.
Oh,
The-
yeah, him. Well, I goofed that.
They had the weirdest characters, bro. They didn't let you see the one bad female's face.
Oh, with the fat
Mojo
ass.
Jojo.
No. What's her name? Miss Bellum. Miss Bellum was a piece. They made her way too sexy for a kid show.
She had the thick piece.
Way too sexy. And then they didn't even show her face. They were just, it was all tits and legs and shit.
Oh, love it.
On a kid show.
Dude, I don't
That's pretty
care. I was liking it when I was little.
Bro, that's a
matter.
fucking trippy ass show. They tried to reboot that. You ever seen the Powder Puff Girls reboot?
No.
No.
Asshole, bro.
Do you know
it's
what
worse than Teen Titans Go.
what I've been wanting to watch is a reboot, the Samurai Jack reboot.
Oh, the new that continuation final season.
yeah,
Fire.
I knew.
Samurai Jack was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Oh
dude.
yeah, dude. It was super fucking cool. Like Samurai Jack and like Boondocks. Like,
You watched the Boondocks growing up?
yeah.
I never got into that. That was like black anime stuff. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, dude, this looks.
Yeah, I love that
Weird.
shit.
It's bad.
Oh,
it's
God.
so bad.
Why are they all on Adderall? Jesus Christ,
Holy
they're
fuck.
fucking tweaking. If you look at a pupil comparison
Oh my god.
from like the ones in the 90s were on like straight up acid.
This is the start of how they end up like the popsicles, bro. It goes,
Yeah.
the first one, this shit, the popsicle you get.
Yeah, like look, those look like regular like kind of cartoons, and they're just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, and then like,
You know what they remind me? Did you guys ever Did you guys ever watch Happy Tree Friends growing up?
oh yeah,
Oh,
Yes,
you want
I
to talk
love-
about some shit? No. What was their shit? No.
Yeah.
It was a fast paced something that was
Uh,
cringy as fuck, and then there was
did
a.
it. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that. That's what it was. Holy, and then they're like all laughing and smiling. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Was that ever on a network, or was that just some
No,
guy
that was
making?
That
on-
was just on YouTube.
That was just on YouTube, man. I remember I watched that when I was like a kid, and my
Bro.
mom was like, "You shouldn't be watching this." I'm like, "It's silly."
Bro, that
Like,
shit. The out
everybody's
with
watching.
the out on a limb. Did you want the moose shit where he has a tree fall on his leg, and then this motherfucker? Yes, that shit. He takes a spoon and he starts hacking off his leg, and in the very end, it shows you it's the wrong leg.
Yeah, it's like Saw, but with Powerpuff Girls graphics.
It's
Yeah.
so
yeah,
funny.
that's exactly what it is.
I used to love this shit.
They sold toys, bro. What the
The
fuck?
PTSD bear.
His name's Flippy. That's funny.
Vietnam.
Flips the fuck out.
Yeah.
God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Isn't it funny that like the 4th of July is like the holiday that's supposed to like help and like be like, oh, we're celebrating America, people who have served this country, and it's just like with fireworks, with all the loud pops and crackles that you would possibly need, and they're just sitting inside like, ah.
Just dogs and 80-year-old white men just
Oh.
screaming at the
Yeah.
Do you
top
know
of
what?
their lungs.
Do you know what we should talk about that we haven't because it hasn't happened in the episodes we released yet? How was opening for Norman?
Oh yeah, it was great. It was super cool. He's a really nice guy, just absolute bro. He just chills. Super.
He didn't
hard.
have any of that like. He's like an A-list comic at this point, not like to the world, but to comedians. So like, did he have any of that like? I mean, you've gotten told to get out of green rooms before, not because you fucked up, because they need to get in their zone.
Now, he
Like,
also fucked up.
Wasn't my finest hour, but
I tried to help you out there.
I've learned and adapted. And
He was cool though.
yeah, it's super nice. Just fucking around. Asked me like something that was really cool. He asked me like to help him tag up a joke, and I actually gave him a tag, and he really liked it.
I was there. It worked.
Yeah, did it on stage. It worked, and he kept on doing it all weekend.
What was it?
It was basically he has a prostitute bit where he's saying that no one likes like, oh, when you start doing sex professionally, everyone judges you. It's like being, and I use the tag like a professional bowler. It's like no one wants to be with a professional bowler. It's like you're not an athlete. It's like both things happen in the alleyway and you both finger holes. It of course it's Mark Norman doing his own little added flair, but it was just a super cool weekend. Just like absolute like the nicest guy. Just was super nice.
What was that Indian dude's name? Come on.
No, he was like I have no. He was only there for one night.
I thought that was the guy that was.
He was on America's Got Talent or
no,
something like that.
I thought the guy that I thought he was featuring another weekend you worked with. That was
no,
the guy.
no.
They both had fun names though, right? What was the name of the other guy?
Chinadu.
No, Chipadu. It's
Chinadu.
Yeah,
right?
Chinadu Naka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have butchered that shit. Bro, I
Yeah.
hate hosting. Hosting's ass.
I
You
like
have
it.
to- Fuck that. You have to remember shit. You can't hang out during like the show.
Yeah,
Like,
you have
when
to be
you're-
responsible.
It's fucking ass, bro. When you're featuring, like all I want to do is just go in there, tell my jokes, and fucking dip. You have to like remember names. They're doing guest sets. Fucking, they're like, this guy's doing 5, and I have to remember his name. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's way too much stress.
Yeah, man. Welcome to comedy, bud.
What did you talk about the second show of Laughs?
You remember the first night at the second show with the lady that was heckling everyone? Just the absolute professional water polo of a lesbian.
That was fucking trash, bro. There was a lady.
What does that mean? Professional water polo lesbian?
Like,
Yeah.
it means her shoulders were on point. Yeah.
Oh shit! She had traps.
No, she had like this big puffed out like blonde.
She
hair.
looked like Gay Fieri.
Yeah, Andrew called her Gay Fieri, and I thought
That's
it was pretty
funny.
funny. She got so loud, she got
The
kicked
Long
out.
Island Large.
She looked like
Yeah.
if Tim Dillon was a lesbian.
Bro,
That's
so
nice.
I got on stage on the fucking what was it? The first show, second night.
Yeah, first show, second night.
Yeah, and this, bro. No, it was the late show the first night because it was a late show. Late
yeah,
shows
yeah,
were all.
yeah.
It was small. The first show was nice. They probably did 175. The second show, 30 people maybe. And there was this female was talking so goddamn loud before the shit to where like they're playing house music and you could still hear like Taylor was
Like I
"Bro."
couldn't get an accurate read on the room when I was setting up to record because she was so fucking loud.
There's just not a second.
Bro, then to make it worse, dude, I'll be the first one to say it. I go up there and she molests me verbally on stage. I get fucked on.
He was on the ropes the entire set.
She
That's
goes,
bad.
she thought I was gay.
Oh really?
Oh
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
She said,
So she like, oh, an ally.
yeah, she was like, you're gay, right?
You're like,
And I had to play it off because every fiber in my body wanted to be like, you dumb fucking cunt. I fucked so much. No. but-
I love pussy. I love pussy.
my
you
Nordic
bitch.
girlfriend's in the back of the room right now with my fat Hispanic friend.
Yeah. Excuse me, miss. I have a hard resume of crushing and loving pussy.
yeah.
If you could see, I've several references.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah. But I got pissed. And then I had to be nice about it and try and not tank the whole fucking show. And then she ate my ass and I had to bring the next comic on stage.
Wait,
And he liked it because he's gay.
She ate.
Yeah, dude, she tossed my salad in front of fucking 40 people. And I was like, this is not good.
Was she getting laughs?
No.
Oh, she was just like, every time you tried to say something, she was like, fuck you.
But to me, it's not like whether we're not competing for laughs. It's like she's trying to make the show about her, and I'm trying to keep the show momentum going, and she made it all the way about her. I got
Up until
fucked
the
up.
headliner.
Yeah, up until she got kicked out right before, like right as the headliner was coming on.
Nice.
She fucked on two guys, dipped out,
No. Didn't dip out.
You're right. She
Was
didn't.
kicked out.
kicked out. Then she flexed her husband on the way out. I mean, I was sitting out at the bar. And she was like, "You don't know who my husband is. I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna go get my husband."
No, I was telling another open micer on when we came back. I was like, she was like, they got into like a genuine screaming match at the bar outside. Shout out Dingo. And
Perfect place for a screaming match.
and dude, I could hear it from where I was sitting in the showroom.
The acoustics are fantastic. Shout out Dingo. Perfect place for a screaming match.
No, but
If
honestly,
you want to have a civil dispute, go to Dingo's. They
Dingo's
love
the
it there.
boy. dude.
Dingo is the fucking
No,
man.
Dingo's a person.
Oh, Dingo?
Dingo is a person. He's the bartender at Laughs, and he is one of the. You would love Dingo.
Bro, there
Shout out Dingo.
was a comic that came down. So this guy lived he did the guest spot, the late show, the second night. He came down from New York, and I was like trying to not like him because he essentially took Andrew's guest spot. Andrew was gonna get the spot, and he's like, I got a local guy. Anyway, this guy comes up, and he's just this meathead Jersey Shore looking like Italian type guy, and he told the jokes that you would think he would tell, but he had one that was some like
The one where it's the muscle confusion.
yeah,
was
he's like,
one
I
of the
started
best
working out with
jokes.
this. I started working out with this trainer, and he started talking about it's all about confusing your muscles. He's like, I didn't know. He's like, I didn't know that's what it was about. So he's like, next time I worked out, I started doing curls. And I'm like, okay. So if a train's moving west at 80 miles an hour,
Who is the name of this guy?
I don't even remember his name, but he just did like this whole thing. He's like, if the train's moving 80 miles an hour and you're moving 2 miles an hour this way, and you got your good Timbs on, I was like,
Yeah.
just meathead comedy's great. But he went from New York to Tucson. He regressed.
Jesus Christ.
He was at the show, and then was like, those lights are pretty bright. And he's like, I'm going to go over here. And
Yeah, I'm gonna pull a patch rake and just go in a hole and put a rock over it, aka Tucson.
in a tank top and good Timbs.
Oh well, do you know what? That's all he needs.
Andrew, pull something up.
Well-
No, but we were talking earlier about you hanging out with Mark and Mark being like an A-list comic. You know who's actually started coming up as like now, like in terms like with the reverence of like fellow comedians is Joe List. Joe List in my eyes is now an A tier comedian because like he dropped his first special, I Hate Myself. That was a Comedy
I
Central
watched that.
special.
I thought it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was great. And then this last special, fire through and through.
He's just going to be one of those guys that unfortunately he doesn't have the whole package. Like
in what terms?
his jokes are fucking hilarious. He's like a really good comic. not fun to look at. The Boston accent is the worst accent in probably America that they have to offer.
What you talking about, guy?
Yeah, it's bad.
Hey, guy, what you talking
Yeah,
about?
and when he gets into it, and not to
Hey,
mention
you like
that,
apples?
I mean,
I just had sex with a child. How
right,
about them apples?
It's bad, dude. And not to mention, by the way, I'm saying he's a great comedian, but on top of everything, like, he's cucky in the wrong ways. Like, you can be like industry cucky where you bend the knee and you're like, I'll be the puppet to your guys' corporate whatever. He's like cucky himself. Like, Mulaney's the right kind of nerdy. You're like, that's sellable. I can do that. You're like depressive nerdy shit. The alcohol, dude, what are you doing?
I don't know.
The recovered alcoholic depressive nerdy shit, but it doesn't sell too well.
No, but in terms of comedians, like in the eyes of comedians, he is for sure an A tier. And like, I wanted to bring that up because the contrast between what is a sellable A tier comedian, aka Brendan Schaub, with easily one of the worst written specials and produced specials.
Bro, I watched
So
the first
bad.
15 minutes, and it's only like 20 minutes long.
No, dude, I was listening to it from like, now that I'm like working on people's sets, like I know what to listen to in order to like make it sound good. First of all,
This guy's been doing sets for 2 months. He's like, yeah, I'm basically a fucking expert at
when
this.
I have to listen to some open micer's set for 3 hours in a row,
Now that I've digitized the audio and
Based
gone
on
over,
my expert opinion.
I can tell how funny something is through the wavelengths.
no, just the way it sounds. And his special sounds awful. Like it's for sure has laugh track was for sure. added.
Do you want to know something fun? It doesn't matter.
That's cool.
At all. You
No,
know
no,
why?
no. But like just in terms of the audience reaction, that's for sure a laugh track.
Bro, he has a huge following. His audience, this is the goal in stand-up.
And plus, that's the wrong end. What he does is like stand up too is like the wrong end of meathead comedy.
Well, no, but whether you like his comedy or not, there's people that do. So he's doing something right. Whether you like, the goal of this shit is to get people to like you enough to watch and buy tickets to whatever you do. Like, he's gotten to a point, bro. He just drops merch and his merch money. He doesn't even have a Patreon. He just does so much ads that it's the sellout looking option. Going the Patreon route's pretty much the same way because you're charging for your services. But like,
I would rather make no money for the next how long ever Schaub has been doing stand up. Like make
you've
absolutely
been doing
no
it like
money.
twice his career, I think. He's like 4 years.
He's
Yeah,
4
5
years.
years.
Him and Daniel have been doing stand up about the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for the next 4 years, I would take no money and like have the respect from comedians compared
Is that Haley's opinion too?
No, it's my opinion.
Bro,
Haley would
respect-
have a very different
Bro,
opinion.
what is hold on. What the fuck does don't take this the wrong way. If you're good and there's your core group of friends believes you're good, what the fuck does respect of like comedians mean? As long as you're not doing anything like disrespectful or
I mean, like
really being a dick.
I mean universally, like in the sense of
Like they can hate you, but as long as they recognize you're funny.
yeah, being undeniable in the funny aspect, where it's just like, hey, he could be like, oh, he's mildly annoying, or like, hey, he's kind of a lot sometimes, but no matter what, when you see me on stage, I'm funny. Like that, I don't believe Schaub has that. So I'm like,
Oh.
I'd rather be making no money and
No.
not selling out and just being like, hey, like I put more initials on T-shirts.
Wait,
shout out the
really?
Final Stop T-shirt. No, but
Oh,
it's
we
like
didn't do that. Fuck, we didn't do any of that. God damn it.
we
ahead.
didn't even mention why I'm dressed like this.
God, we blew that. All right, we'll do it in the middle. It's
I'm
probably
going to a
It's
wedding.
probably a good place to do it.
Going to a wedding.
Yeah, here, but keep going about shop.
No, but it's like I would rather have none of the money and all the respect than all his money and not just like fucking being like some sort of comedy McDonald's.
Are you
where-
being
Just
dead
constantly
serious?
have to like question yourself whether your friends are your friends because they like you as a comedian or because they could
yeah,
ride
fuck-
your coattails.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what being the
And
level
Daniel,
of
I hope you're thinking about that too.
I am. That's the level of success I want to get. Not even that, bro. Fuck that. The goal is obviously you shoot for the goddamn top and you grab a branch if you have to. But like, that's what comes with being an A-list guy. You become so big and like so like such a big deal.
He's not really that A-list, man. He's not really that A-list.
No. A-list as in like, bro. He's probably
He's going through stand-up live right now. Like,
he does theaters in some markets. He's a theater guy.
in
As
like
far as I'm talking
in
about,
his hometown markets in like
I'm
LA.
talking about
like, yeah.
I'm talking about reputation in the stand-up world. Every single comic knows his name, whether you're brand new or you've been in the game
That's not
20 years
good.
before him.
That's not good.
That
I mean, like
to me,
everyone.
bro.
I mean, like everyone knows his name, but not a lot of people have a lot of nice stuff to say about
Not
him.
a lot of people do bigger numbers than him.
Yeah, but at the same time, some people are gonna start, and then it's like the ebb and flow of it. It's not gonna be. Eventually, people are gonna catch on. People are already starting to catch on. That's the reason why he doesn't have a fucking thing on Netflix. He has a thing on YouTube.
You know,
It's
you don't
like-
have the world we live in. You don't have to anymore.
You
Netflix
think,
is nice.
You think if he got a deal from Netflix, he would have been like, nah, B, I'm going to take this to YouTube. I want the peoples to have it for free.
No, but
he
also-
would have gotten one with Netflix.
Also, Netflix isn't the end all be all. There's dudes on Netflix that don't sell nearly as many tickets as he does.
Yeah,
Is
and
the
there's
goal-
people on there who sell a lot more, who
Well,
came
no.
from the same vein of Rogan shit.
But I'm saying, what's the goal of Netflix? To sell tickets on the road. You don't do Netflix just. I mean, some guys might do it just to have that title, but the ultimate goal is to promote your shit and sell tickets. He does more tickets than a bunch of dudes on Netflix. Other than the big guys, the Rogans, Burrs, Kreischer, fucking like, he'll sell out. I'm sure he sold out damn near all 5 shows at Stand Up Live.
I haven't seen the analytics of it, but
I
I'm
mean,
just saying I'd rather be not. I'd rather have a half sold room of people who actually think I'm really funny than like a fully sold out room of like brain dead motherfuckers.
Well, and he's had hater. Like, I don't think he's that funny to begin with. I think he's a little bit
I don't know
full of
why
himself.
I don't know why you're
But
to
because-
ride the man who rode the man's dick is kind of.
dude, do you
kind
not
of a-
see how we're eerily similar?
What
I
do you
didn't make
mean?
it as far as sports as him, but it's a fucking comparable thing. It's like he came over here, he ascended very quickly in comedy. Not that I ascended that fucking quick.
You're not. The thing is, it's completely different. He was on like it's like while you guys were still in sports and stuff like that, he was on like The Ultimate Fighter. He made
Yeah.
it to the finale, and then he went on Rogan did a bunch of those, and then as Rogan grew, he grew. It was all like dominoes, and Rogan like helped him out throughout the entire thing.
I feel like he catches a lot of hate for that, though. It's like there's people that are mad. They're like, bro, I've been doing stand-up for 11 years and sold 3 tickets.
This is the way that I can compare it. From now on, you can't shit on TikTok comedians.
He's not a TikTok comedian.
No, he's in the same vein as TikTok comedians, where they didn't garner their fame from stand-up comedy, but they use it to sell out stand-up comedy.
Like to
Checkmate.
Me, no, you're not wrong. To me, I don't subscribe.
Andrew has brought up an
hold on,
extremely good
listen.
point.
To me, I don't subscribe to that though, because to me, it's like,
How?
well, in the '80s, sure, that makes sense. It's like, bro, if you
In
got
the
big
80s?
off of movies and then came into stand-up, that's whatever.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
The
be
world-
Jeremy Piven. What
no,
are we
but
talking
the world,
What the
about?
fuck are you
the
talking
world
about?
we live in today, if you're just trying to garner a following through stand-up, bro, good luck paying bills. Like, if you can get big through podcasting, or big through fighting, or big through fucking weed, or big through whatever.
What I'm saying is him, TikTok people, and then like, Jeremy Piven, the dude from Entourage. Who's
Yeah.
just like, they didn't go through stand-up the way that you should in order to be good at stand-up. They
He was
used their clout from prior things in order to move to the top of stand-up.
He had already been on Rogan several times
Well,
before
here's-
he even tried to do stand-up, and when he did do stand-up, Rogan took him to the good shows, and he's like, hey, here's my buddy.
Answer me
just
this.
try it out.
Answer me this. On a macro level, isn't the goal of stand-up to sell your personality to people that are willing to buy it
Yeah, but
through jokes, whatever that may look like? And jokes are like it's a spectrum. Like, you may think some shit's funny that I may not think is funny. So, but isn't the ultimate goal to take your personality, stories, and experiences and express that to the audience and get them to buy in? That's
Yeah,
the ultimate goal, right?
But in the same respect, you can do that while also having like people respect you for being a good comedian. Like Tim Dillon, he's not doing the Netflix thing. He's doing YouTube, Patreon. He is way more respected and honestly has a lot more money than fucking Brendan Schaub does.
But they do the same thing though. He didn't go the Netflix route either,
No, he
or
didn't.
the HBO route. He could,
But
I'm sure he's been
Schaub
offered.
did. But Schaub did, and he wouldn't have gotten there. And the offer was there because he's been grinding
Well-
and doing this for a very long time.
Well, no,
The
but
offer was there for Schaub at a very, very smaller amount of time.
Well, no, that's the point that I was trying to make. Though, is like if the whole thing is to sell your experiences and this and that, like his experience and like just stories and life experiences and shit don't lie, it's cooler than anything we've been through. So it catapulted him to a different spot.
But to be fair, another aspect of that is people had already known about those experiences because he was on one of the most popular podcasts in the world talking about those experiences.
So is that cheating, or is that just like you lucked your way into?
No, I see it. I mean, like he lucked his way in, but the thing is, he hasn't give like props.
Okay,
he hasn't.
listen to
he
this.
hasn't fucking broken his back like fucking.
Okay,
we
hold on.
have.
If the biggest comic in the world happened to not be into fucking martial arts and fitness and shit,
He would
and
have
happened to be into My Chemical Romance, and you got to skip the line, would you be saying the same thing?
I would honestly think it's a different personality type. I don't have the personality type of the martial
No,
artist.
I would say it's the exact same thing.
I'm saying if Rogan liked the same
No,
shit that
no,
you
no,
liked,
so-
and you got to skip the line.
It wasn't even that he there's Rogan's friends with people who aren't immediately
No,
fans of the shit that
But
he likes.
Shab did the thing that he likes the most.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, Shab was associated with something that he was directly like associated with, that being the UFC.
Well, no, but
Like,
that's what I'm saying. If
Daniel.
it was shifted and the biggest comic was into the same interest you had, so coincidentally you guys just meshed, and he offered you a crazy hand up, would you?
when I was in
What I
4
was-
years into comedy.
Yeah.
Daniel, what I'm saying, not even 4 years, if I had just started comedy, but you would be on where we are. You would be taking our side of that argument. Because if it was someone that didn't have similar life experiences to you and had something more like Tristan or I, you'd be like, yo, fuck that guy.
Yeah, it's like,
For
what? He's
sure
a fucking
you'd be
theater.
saying, "Fuck that
what?
guy."
He's a fucking theater kid, and
Well,
then
no.
he impressed like this guy, and now it's like he's just like his fucking sidekick
no, the
now,
reason-
whatever.
the
You
reason
would,
that I
no,
feel
no. You admit that you would not be having the same stance if it was.
Well, no, you're not.
And I
you're
quote,
not,
I hate an underdog
No,
story.
you're not-
Now
I
please
hate
begin.
an
Now,
no,
please
I hate an
begin. Please begin. Your terrible point.
no,
Jesus
I
Christ.
still
What are we
hate an
talking
underdog
about?
story, but in the world of
No.
stand-up,
Hi, snake
I
eating
am
its
the
own
underdog.
tail. What?
Fuck you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Let me take that back. In the world of stand-up, I'm not the underdog. I'm the minority because I'm not the underdog. If that makes sense.
I'm gonna
hold on.
Double jump kick
Hold
you
on,
in the
hold on.
chest.
Let me explain. Because most stand-up comics are kind of outcasts, theater kids, kind of.
And exactly, and if one
They're
of those
not-
people that you don't deem worthy of winning because they're an underdog
Hold on. So they're not.
got that leg up, you would be pissed.
Always, no matter
Because
what.
in the world that we operate there's less of me.
You would be fucking pissed.
Which is why I can relate to
What do you
him.
think? What do you mean
because
there's
he has-
less of you?
Think,
The same tyrant takeover attitude is what is fucking.
not attitude, package, bud. There's a reason he got so far. He's big, he's good looking, he's charismatic. Like there's this.
The man can't
it's-
even read.
It's
half
the same
of his
reason.
fucking ads.
It's the same reason why Joe List isn't as big as you think he should be. He doesn't have that side of the package. They're yin and yang. They're both missing.
You think?
I can
the
agree
same
with
thing.
that. That I
think-
can agree with.
Yeah.
But
I-
the fact that you would defend one side and then
Who am I
immediately
like? Joe List or Brendan Shaw?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub?
Yeah, that's my fucking. I know you're making a "you're bad at comedy" joke.
No,
but
I'm not.
talking
I'm
about-
saying there's
Way
way.
to project, fuckface.
Yeah, there's way.
Brody, can I
there's,
get a beer when you get back? Please?
yeah, there's ways you can fix being Brendan Schaub.
No, but I'm saying I like the fact that in the world that we operate in, there's less, athletic fucking, they're liked for generally comedians when they get notoriety. That's the very first thing that they were ever liked, talked about for. Like, did you have anything pre-stand up that you were in a newspaper, in a fucking online article?
I mean, I did theater and stuff like that. I was in like school newspapers and stuff.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's a local thing. Like I operated on like a national level. Like I was a top 50 quarterback and like a national thing. I didn't get as far as Schaub did, but I can only imagine what it's like when you're a top 15 heavyweight in the world.
But at the same time, how long have you been playing football for?
I mean, he's been doing athletics. He played
I know,
football
but
at Colorado.
I know, but football. I'm just saying. You're saying that like your career in football is mirroring his career in like fighting.
To a point. He's a more dramatic level. He exceeded where I got. And he also exceeded where I am in stand-up, but it's a comparable thing.
You are honestly pretty much like talent-wise, like not on the same level. But like I would say that like you guys are definitely. I feel like if you walked into a room and it was nobody you knew, nobody knew Brendan Schaub, nobody knew you, and you guys put one right after the other, I feel like you'd probably get more people telling you that you did better than him.
Probably, but that's the thing. That's the fun part about the shit we do. I hate it because it's not linear, but it's exciting because it's not linear. Also,
Whoa! I thought I thought
whoa.
I misheard you.
linear.
Linear.
It's
Linear.
not.
You're
Dude.
saying linear.
Linear.
Yeah, you're saying linear.
It is linear.
Linear.
It's not a black librarian. It's linear.
Hi, Miss Lanier.
Hi, Miss Lanier. Rogan chiseled the mold for him, and luckily, just the things fell into place for it. And that's fine. And like, I know I'm good.
Are you saying if you were in his position, you would have turned down the work? You would have been like, "Nah, I want to go the open
Tristan
mic
has
route?
Tristan has already said that if he was given the opportunity right now to go on Rogan, he would not take it.
No, I
Dead
wouldn't.
ass?
I would not.
Whoa, that's where we're quintessentially different.
You're lying.
Really?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't go on Rogan right now?
No. I
That's
don't want
ridiculous.
all that on me.
Why would you choose? Why would you choose to struggle? That could change your life tomorrow.
It's not a choice to struggle. It is simply the fact that like I don't want it to be like
It's the same reason we took so long to start this podcast. You want to make sure everything's perfect before we go to market with anything.
Dude, you've been doing stand-up for 7 years. You don't think you're ready to go to market?
I'm ready to just finally move out of here and go to New York. I'm still hosting. People are gonna
Wait. Do you think that do you think you have, if like comedy is a tool belt, do you think you have a full tool belt?
No, of course not. Of course not. Neither do you. Neither do any of us.
How long does it take to get a full tool belt in your head?
The tool belt is always full. It's just the tools you put on it. You realize that some are bad and some need improvement. You realize that, hey, this isn't as good, and you switch out a flathead for a Phillips head.
But you legit, if Tony somehow tomorrow was like, yo, come to Rogan, we're doing Rogan together, you would not go.
I would have a talk with him. I'm like, I don't think this is smart for me. I don't need this right now. Why would I go to New York wanting to do shit and then immediately be resented by people and you just be like, oh, he was on Rogan once, blah blah blah.
Resented? You're afraid?
You know there's resentment that comes
shows
with
me
that.
a lack of self-belief. Dude, you're good. You should believe you're good and be like, I'm ready for the show. Show me whatever you got.
I do believe in that.
You want me to do Rogan, SNL? You want me to sell out Madison Square Garden? Let's do it right
I wouldn't want to rush into it. I wouldn't want to. That's just my thing.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not running a fucking 100-meter with flip-flops on just being like, I'll see what happens. I might have to ditch them. No, I want to actually like fucking prepare myself and be comfy the entire way.
You're going to make me look like the bad guy per usual by being like, I want all of the power.
No, I know. You have it's all fucking, you're sitting there with your little Mufasa. You're saying everything the light touches is ours, and inside the elephant graveyard is alt comedy. And we don't go into the elephant graveyard. It's the alt comedy.
I'm going to bleep this out, but the hyenas for sure. Timestamp that, because I'm going to need to know this for sure.
Yeah.
No, but like that, to me, the way that I look at it, you're going to get to the same level no matter what. Everyone has a ceiling, and you're going to get there. Why not make some money and sell some tickets on the way there as early as you can?
We're not saying that. We're not saying not to do that, but we're also not saying...
That's essentially what he's not saying by going on Rogan. By not going on Rogan, you're choosing to not sell tickets because you will start selling tickets the second you go on Joe Rogan.
No, but what we're saying is like not selling like... What we're trying to say is not like... It's essentially skipping the line.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, how about this?
You haven't skipped the line. You're 7 years in.
Hey, Daniel, let me do this. So I'm on KillTony on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So I go there. Tony really likes me more than he's ever liked me. He's like, hey, I'm already booked to go on Joe Rogan to promote my tour, whatever. Fucking come on with me, and we're gonna have you go on like come on with me. Guess what? I'm be like, am I gonna be on the tour? No. I'm not going to be featuring. There's people all around. So I get on Joe Rogan. All of a sudden, I'm on the most popular podcast in the world. My Instagram is blowing up. How do I plan a tour? I have no manager. There's no way to capitalize on.
It's the same reason
There's no way.
Find you.
But you know how many people would be going?
That was your only problem is you don't know how to infrastructurally set up a tour?
No, that's not what I'm saying, if you let me finish. I'm just saying there's a million different like working gears to it. I'm like, it's just like I wouldn't want I would like to have somewhat of like a fortification before everyone got on the bus. I don't want everyone to be crammed in. I want people to be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we have stuff he can watch. Oh shit, there's this, there's that. I have 20 minutes on YouTube that I can just watch, and then all of a sudden it gets crazy numbers, and I get money off that, and then I'm like, oh, I can go on.
May I add something real quick? It's the same reason that the Tim Dillon, working with Tim Dillon that one weekend was a bad idea. It's because the ways it can go right are so much more slim than the ways it can go bad.
No, you guys are looking. You're afraid.
You agreed with us.
You're afraid to win.
No, it's not afraid to win.
Holy shit!
Jesus
Well, you
Christ.
have the infrastructure. You're telling me tomorrow we have
I don't have
everything.
I don't have the infrastructure.
What are you missing right now? If all these people are flooding to you, you know how you can't just go out and be like, wow, I want an agent. They flow to you. If you really got to a point where you're on fucking Joe Rogan, your DMs are going to be full of Jews being like, let me fucking run your shit. We set up a tour.
I know.
That should be the least of your concern is the infrastructure.
I know.
Can you do 45 minutes?
I'm not even sure, man. I haven't done it since 2020.
You can do 45 minutes.
put
and
your
there's
mind
no
to it,
doubt
you
in my.
can
there's
easily
no
do it.
doubt in my mind.
I know I can, but I haven't had something structured like that in a long time
So
pre-COVID.
when in your head is it acceptable for you to succeed in stand up?
It's not me succeeding. I like to think personally I'm succeeding.
No,
I'm succeeding.
financially. When is it okay for you in your head that you're good enough to make money doing the thing you devote your whole life?
I'm good enough to make money right now.
No, obviously not if you're turning down Joe Rogan.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying the money that would come from that. I'm thinking long term. You're thinking very flash in
That's
the
the
pan.
best long-term decision.
Bro, Dr. Dre found Eminem quicker than fuck. Long term, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but Eminem had also been grinding for years.
Yeah, he's been doing underground rap battles in
How old do you think Eminem was when he got discovered versus the time he put in rapping?
I bet he'd been writing poetry his entire life and like performing it and like doing shit like that. Not performing it, but just at least hanging out with friends, doing like ciphers, rap battling since
And
he
what
was
did you
a
start
young kid.
talking about when you got on stage? Stories you've been telling your whole life? Jokes about your early growing up? Things about yourself you've always thought were funny? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, my point is, Daniel, I would love to go on Joe Rogan, but I would also love to be in a position where maybe not even like, I think you're putting this in the perspective of like, oh, in like 5 years. If they ask me in like a year from now where I'm in New York and I have like myself like situated and set up. And
I'm saying tomorrow. To me, it doesn't change the answer. Tomorrow, if they asked you, you wouldn't go?
I don't know. I don't know. It would be like a hard decision. I'd have to like sit down and really talk it out and like discuss the pros and cons, because there's a lot that comes like under that spotlight. I mean, the guy is like being like talked about in the Supreme Court over shit he's discussing on the podcast, and then I go on there. It's like that's insane.
Dude, to me, there's no issue with skipping. If you can skip the line, like this thing we're doing is so hard, why wouldn't you take it?
Because
It would bring you so much money, make life so much easier for you, man.
You could get so much better. Imagine if you didn't have to work. You could get the rate at which you got better at stand-up comedy. Imagine if all your bills were paid and you were never stressed about anything. You could write all day long, stay out late at mics because you don't have to wake up for shit.
But you think that's gonna happen from? So I get on Joe Rogan, the episode comes out, and then just suddenly there's $1 million in my bank
No,
account.
not $1 million, but the nut that you have to cover. And now we're in the same tax bracket. We have about the same nut to cover. Dude, not $1 million, but fucking, dude, if you can make $2,000 in a weekend touring at fucking Laughs somewhere,
and that would
you don't have to worry about money.
And that'd be great.
And you start to do 45 minutes of stand-up. How good do you think you would be if you got to do essentially 5 hours of stand-up a weekend?
I mean, I think it'd be really nice. I think it'd be a very drastic change, and I think it would be because keep in mind, I for the most part have been doing stand-up comedy in Phoenix. Some of my jokes are very Phoenix-based. So I have to like adapt for that. I have to adapt for different regions and different situations. And yes, over the course of, if that held up over the course of like a few, like what, a year and a half, 2 years, I'd be for sure way better. But it's like you can't for sure make sure that that's going to happen. It's like,
and then you also don't know, because the number of the people that would become to your echo chamber would also drastically drop the quality of your stand-up comedy. Because if everyone is sports, for instance, If everyone told you there's nothing you ever needed to work on, you would never get it better as an athlete.
At the same time, though, this is a timing thing, bro. You're banking on the fact that, like,
So is sports.
that's what I'm saying. You're banking on the fact that, like, this big handout right now is going to come again later.
Yes, men are toxic, dude. You don't need that in your corner. I would rather work and get better instead of just going out to like a bunch of crowds where
Dude,
everyone
we
is
are
seen.
one of the, like, in the grand scheme of things, a very small, low-level comedian. The number of yes men that have already popped out into our DMs and into us in person would imagine that times a million.
You don't.
We would
like,
never adjust as a podcast.
You understand the level of comedian that I'm at currently. I surpassed in like another field like by a lot.
Yeah, and
Dude,
that would be
yes-
almost every person that you would meet after doing that.
Yes men's nothing new. That's part of success. You're your boss. You're a yes man to your boss.
The
Whether
thing
it's-
is, if you got on Rogan, I could I can like imagine instantly that you just would have just oxygen tanks full of your own farts and just run around with those, huffing them all day long. Like, there's no way you wouldn't be surrounded by just fucking bukkake yes men that you can just be like, isn't this a good idea? And they're like,
I
oh,
would be-
yes, DBG.
I would be
Oh,
the
Where
worst.
is the palm fawn and grapes I can feed you?
You blowing up and getting like A-list famous tomorrow, you probably wouldn't change that much. Your intoxicants intake would probably go up a little bit. But
No,
you
I'd
wouldn't.
probably
That is something I wanted to say, but I didn't want to bring up.
Yeah, I
The number of fucking drugs in your system would skyrocket like your
This
views
guy's
on
smoking- This
Instagram.
guy's smoking the Jeffrey from Get Him to the Greek, bro.
oh, me? Yeah, I'll get nuts.
He would figure out a way to put heroin into a blunt. All right.
Yeah. You're gonna be like,
I
what?
just laced it with a little bit of PCP for a kick.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? I'm like, I'm smoking chemo drugs.
No, but you would be. That's how you would fucking handle like A-list success. Y'all motherfuckers would hate me. First of all,
I already don't like you that much right now.
oh, that's fine because you'd be recasted by week 3.
You'd
No, I'm
be
joking.
recasted, and then suddenly a year and a half
you'd
later,
get Aunt Viv'd on his TV
yeah,
show.
and a year and a half later, when I get the text message, just being like, "Hey man, I'm sorry," and
It all went to shit.
it all went to shit.
I bet on GameStop and it all fucking fell through.
What the fuck?
I accidentally took Taylor to sit front seat at an NBA playoffs game, and she got swooped up real quick.
No,
I
it would
just-
be like, turns out leasing an Aventador was the wrong move.
yeah.
They took my Lambo yesterday. Can I sleep on your couch?
I let Andrew fly my blimp. He
That would be odd. That would be my life's trajectory. I
Yeah.
get Kevin Hart famous, then famously lose it all like Mike Tyson.
Oh,
God.
please. I would love that. You're just punching people on planes. Also,
That'd be pretty fucking
You're a
rock
former
star.
crowd worker just biting someone's ear off.
You just,
Yeah.
you just Dane Cook it. You're like, this guy was doing arenas 10 years ago. You're like, what's he doing now? I think his brother Jude $6 million out of him.
Yeah.
What was that one comic that
I just want to
Jamie Kennedy? That's another person like
He's
kind of
so
put in the
funny.
work, blew up very quickly, and then
I've worked
now
with him. He's a mess.
now he's
Yeah,
doing
same.
Improv Mania. Like, what are we doing?
I worked with him in Flagstaff. That dude's a fucking. It makes me sad to do.
Yeah, and
stand-up.
that's what Yes Men does to you.
Like Jamie Kennedy from Malibu's
No,
Most
you have
Wanted?
to. You have to have not. You. It's all
Yes.
about you personally. You don't
Yeah.
think Joe Rogan is constantly surrounded by yes men?
No.
if you guys did not make fun of me for my weight, do you think I'd be working out right now?
No, you're right.
No.
If
What do you
you
mean?
were
It's
already
like,
working out, that would've been
what do you
insane.
mean? He doesn't have people constant. He has fucking Ari
I'm saying-
Shaffir on
I'm
a
saying
lot of the
aside-
podcasts still.
No. I said aside from comics on his level, which is very few, every other person in his life probably is a yes man to some degree.
I think he's had the same people for a very long time.
Yeah, he talks about it constantly.
No,
like
I'm
his
not saying-
manager is the first person that like
No. I'm not saying that.
stood
I'm
up for
saying-
him after the Mencia incident.
I'm not saying his close circle. I'm saying everyone on the perimeter outside his immediate fucking
yeah,
manager,
and those
wife,
are the
and
people
A-list
that get
comics.
the third phone number.
Yeah. Those
Not
are the
even
people.
that. I'm
he-
saying when he goes out, when he fucking parks his car valet, when he checks in at a hotel, when he like just every other
That's very
person-
different than
That's-
your peers.
No, that is different completely.
Those are the people
yes
who
men are
make-
people that you pay to
No.
be around you, that you're supposed to be
Those
like
are the-
advisors.
Who do you think makes Joe Rogan money?
Joe Rogan.
Not his agent. His agent makes him money because people buy tickets and listen to his shit.
Yeah, because he's Joe Rogan.
That's what
He
I'm saying.
did
Yes,
that.
yes men and fan can kind of be like misconstrued. Like I guess
You're
yes men.
misconstruing it. I don't think you know the definition of yes man.
So you think yes men has to be in your tight circle?
Yes.
No. Well, Well, I was saying yes men don't have. You need people in your tightest circle to be like honest and objective with you. You don't need yes men near you just being like, I have an idea for something while you're fuming on your own ego and just be like, yes, that's a great idea. And then you put out a bullshit product when someone who in your tighter circle would have been like, I think you're getting ahead of yourself and save you the embarrassment, save your reputation a knock.
Like already, we would be your close circle to fan away the bad kind of yes men that would try.
I think that's why I tried to. Yeah, I think we surrounded ourselves with not a bunch of yes men.
Yeah, I constantly.
No matter
tell
how
you
hard you try.
how bad some of the jokes are that you say.
Oh, it would be lit, dude, if I surrounded myself with yes men. If
You
they
put
all,
out a shop special.
Do you know how you would ever know if I ever surround
You'd
myself?
still be talking about the quickest way
No.
to disappoint a room full of people.
If I which killed this weekend. If I ever
It did. It did. I was in the audience. It was.
you know, I'm working on some new shit. I got
so
a new
good
tag
for
for
some
it.
reason.
I'm so happy I wasn't there because
gonna-
if you're like, do you know how to disappoint a room full of people? I'd be like, telling this fucking joke.
You're gonna hate me because I developed about a fucking 17-second new little bit to the quickest way.
Oh,
so
it's
I'm
coming back
doing-
to open mics.
I'm doing that all over the.
I'm gonna bring a paintball gun and shoot you in the chest
What's
every
the-
time
what's
you do
the
it.
I'm not
new-
gonna.
what's
I'm
the
not
new
gonna lie.
bit?
Those the
It's,
new bits he did right in Tucson were actually fucking fire.
It's about. I added the quickest way to you know the part where I could call it Disney Channel black.
Yeah.
And you do the incredibly
But-
non-accurate.
but-
You don't
But,
do
but
the.
I never do it right. I
You
watched
never
that
do
on
it.
film for the first time. It's dude.
That's why Jason Cheney was like. That's why Jason Cheney was like, "Did you ever even watch Disney Channel?"
No, okay, hold on. It's like out, ear, over,
no,
ear.
no. There's
Yeah.
a hump. It goes out, ear, hump, ear, around.
Dude, I'm out there just
Stupid.
waving.
Dude, just do the
arms
Star of David. Just do it like. That's all
around. I
that
watched it on
matters.
film. I'm like, am I hailing
The mouse
Hitler
doesn't
right
run
now?
Hollywood. They do. So.
No,
fuck
but
it.
the new little thing that I added is it's my black friend that's calling me Disney Channel black, and I didn't even mean to make it the joke. I was like, my friend that told me is black, and this white table laughed at it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. And essentially the new little tag is like, because when a black person roasts you, it's inherently worse. Like if a white guy called your shoes bad, he's like, your shoes are whack. You're like, shut up, fucking, whatever. And then
There's a lot of words that almost just came out. Well, shut up, you.
try doing that on stage, trying to shuffle a Rolodex of insults. It's like whatever to him. But if a black dude,
Nerd. All right.
but if a black dude walks up and is like, "Yo, nigga, your shoe game ass," it's bad.
Yeah.
And then they go, "Blah."
You're like, I'm sorry, sir. How can I fix it? That's what I do.
Yeah,
And I
they
suck
laugh.
his dick in front of my
Wow, that's way
girlfriend.
better in the room, huh? Hey, watch the Reels page. That's gonna be coming
And
out.
like we said, we're not yes men.
Yeah, we're not yes man. Why don't you make a new podcast?
Dude, Andrew got roasted again. Okay, so Andrew goes,
No. The number of times people think I'm your fucking roadie.
All right, so we're at
Brody's the roadie.
It's great. So we're at the House
It's
of Comedy.
so upsetting.
We're at the House of Comedy, and the guy who runs New Faces, which is at the Big Three, CB Live, Stand Up Live, and the Improv, the guy who runs the essentially like open mic showcase thing there.
He didn't even know I was on the show.
Yeah, I said what's up to him, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you tomorrow." My boy
He
Andrew.
booked me.
Yeah, which is bad. My boy Andrew's on the show. I'm gonna come out. He's like, why don't you open? I was like, all right, cool. And then
No, because
Andrew's like picking up.
I
pork.
asked him a question. I was like, "Hey, so where's the light going to be coming from?" And he's like, "Oh, you're on the show. Oh shit, what's your
pretty
name?"
good.
I was like,
And then Andrew did
what the
very.
fuck?
Andrew did very well.
Hit you with the what's your name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew did very well. He probably got passed to get on those shows without having to bring people, which is nice. But then at the very end, which is how I know he did well, Rob came up to me and he goes, "Hey, bro."
What's his name again?
Yeah. he said, "Yo, why didn't you tell me Buddy was a guy?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "Why didn't you tell me your friend was funny?" I was like, he goes, "I just thought he was." No, he said that at the House of Comedy. He's like, "I just thought he was like your
camera guy.
Yeah, he's like, "I just thought he was your camera guy." I was like, "Nah, he's like he's a player."
Nah, he is.
He actually gave him a compliment. He was like, because Philip was the other book guy.
Yeah.
He was like, if I'd have known he was a guy, because Andrew went and then Philip went, he's like, I would have spaced him out and put some like the new guys
Oh,
in
yeah.
between Andrew and Philip,
Yeah, man.
which is a nice little compliment.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, dude.
Job,
Went up there and called
Andrew.
yourself fat for 5 minutes. They ate it up.
Oh.
Yum, 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 yum.
4. I did a minute at the end that was about not being fat.
I am what you look like when you eat too much eye candy.
Oh, you want to talk about fucking hack-ass jokes, you black Jew? Fuck you.
know,
Mazel tov, niggas. How we doing?
Too busy opening up for Normand.
Okay.
All right, easy there. The guy that sexually identifies as a virgin.
Haven't
Fuck
done that
you.
in years. Haven't done it in years.
Pow pow. You do a finger gun thing right now that makes me cringe every time.
That shit is so funny though.
It's fun. Like, what?
You gotta sometimes you gotta pull it out. Little guns.
That shit is for
Dude,
Tristan. For Tristan, that shit is funny.
There was a
like-
comment this week on one of the reels. It was like,
dude.
"Oh, Tristan got a haircut. Now he'll just be forced to be actually funny. Oh no, boom.
Damn.
What a fucking asshole.
You know, because you're
I'm the best part of this
Yeah.
goddamn podcast.
You know, because you're
Who the fuck is watching this podcast and being like, man, his hair is hysterical? What are they saying? You dumb piece of shit. This is at you. All right? What's his? What? Pull up his fucking Instagram. Who is this bitch?
No, it's fine.
Who is
Someone's-
this pig bitch? Who is it on the Final Stop one?
Holy.
Is it on Final Stop?
I think it's on either.
I carry this shit on my back, motherfucker.
Move the mic away, please.
I know. I'm sorry.
Someone's
sorry.
watching this podcast right now, and Tristan with a shaved head and a tie on, being like, "I don't really think he's that funny this episode."
I own this shit. All right. I'm CEO. You see this tie? I got it off Amazon. There's
That's the
nothing on
Final
this
Stop
page.
That's the Final Stop Productions. Which, by the way, follow the Final Stop Productions. You need some shit filmed. You want a podcast did?
I guess
you
I'll
want a reel
follow them
edited?
back. I guess I'll follow them. back.
Follow them back, you
Our
I guess
fucking
I'll follow
cock.
This
them
is
back.
what it's like working with this dude, bro. Just like,
I'm trying to build a business from the
Yeah.
ground up, and my friends are not helping
yeah,
me.
no, try being me. You know, fucking, we're 4 months into this. Not even. We're like 7, 8.
Yeah.
We're deep. We're 20. This is episode 25.
Is it on Final Stop?
Oh, 25.
It's on Andrew. Pull it up. That's what we have him for.
I mean, yeah, no one.
Andrew, pull up the fucking comment.
What
Just
is
do it
it?
on your phone. It's fine. It's on.
Is it on
it's
Final Stop?
Yeah, read it word for word. 'Cause it's pretty good.
Oh my
keep
god.
talking.
Yeah, fucking professional over here. Aren't you supposed to
Oh
be
my
the vet?
god. Me?
Yeah, we have
No.
a whole monitor.
This is why he
set
doesn't
up-
want to be on Rogan.
Yeah, we
Fucking
have.
furious.
He'd have been like, Jamie, don't worry about it. I got it.
I like to be resourceful. I want Rogan to see that.
We have a whole monitor set up tied into a laptop. You're like, let me just pull my phone out and whip this up real quick.
I feel like it might have been quicker. That's why I don't trust.
Well, I
the
mean,
re-
that's really all Andrew's doing, but at least we can cut him out. While we
Yeah,
all
I'm
shit.
like,
but
I
he
think-
has the
I got it
iPhone
right here.
too.
I got it right
so
here.
it's-
All right.
Tristan should never shave.
Wait, what is name the username?
Day sleeping.
Day sleeping? Hey, day sleeping. I'll see you in a court of law, motherfucker.
I think he might be a comic.
Hey, Tristan.
Is
I think
he?
he might be a comic because a lot of other comics follow him.
Hey, you'll see him.
Who
in a-
is he?
You'll see him in a court of law. Hey, Tristan.
Why?
Dun dun.
You piece of shit. You piece of shit. You bitch ass. Bitch ass, bitch ass.
I take my role play seriously.
You guys suck. Educulture. I'm dead. Wait.
Justice, and that's it.
It's on Daniel's Instagram.
Oh, Daniels? All right. Let me see if I know this guy.
Daniel_Bridgegad for those of you
Daniel
following along at home.
Underscore bridge underscore
give a
gad.
look.
Yeah, we're in minute 50. No one's watching.
Oh.
Hi,
Uh,
Misty. How you doing?
Day
Yeah.
sleeping.
Oh, dude, talking about Misty, she got super upset.
I'm
I
following
didn't mean to
him.
do that.
I just followed him. I just followed him.
She got super upset with me. She's
Day
like,
sleeping is
will
done."
you please stop fucking talking about me on the goddamn podcast?
My mom said she's.
And I told her, I was like, those jokes are never ending.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said the same shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Nah, keep
respect.
doing it,
Hey,
it's funny.
Misty.
Was that a joke or a genuine recap of what happened?
No, she said that. She told me she talked to him about it.
I can't
wasn't
tell,
there.
dude. Half your shit is just street jokes. You're like, that's what she said.
Yeah, that is. That's what my mom said. But seriously, she's offended.
Seriously, she was. Though.
Yeah.
She did say something, but
Yeah.
no, it's fine.
Shout out to Misty for coming
So-
to my show.
Yeah, she'll
Shout
get
out
over it.
Misty.
Dude, shout
be
out to
alright.
Brody's 4 hairs for falling forward the way he wanted. Shout out to them, bro.
You guys see me pressing it back. I don't know what to do. I can't touch it.
You're doing that for the
camera.
camera, you fucking egomaniac.
You
I
look
was
like
doing it
Bieber
before the
phase when he was
camera.
pissing on his neighbor's walls and shit.
You look like a DiCaprian fuckboy. Like
You look like you live in a hype house. That's what those
Yeah.
look like.
You look like Tristan's right. You look like you would roll with a Leo.
Yeah, you look
Toby
like
Maguire.
You look like
David Blaine.
Leonardo DiPaxon.
and just go by Broad. You just
Yeah.
go by Broad. The E is pretentious.
Yeah.
The bro.
Whenever someone calls me bro, I'm like, that's my name, bro. It's Brody.
If we just called you Bro for short, could that be nice?
You look like you're gonna die in like
Do that.
You're gonna die in like a motocross accident, like on the street. You're gonna be like doing a wheelie and then run into a school bus, and everyone's being like, "It was the most lit way for him to go. It was fucking. He was gonna box Jay Paul next week."
All right, day sleeping might have been right.
Day sleeping?
See, if your hair was all
Face me.
mangled, that would have been funny.
Yeah, you're right. That's a missing ingredient. Sorry, I'm thinking about a wedding.
Sugar,
episode.
spice, and disheveled fucking hair.
Yeah.
All right, let's do.
What time are we at?
We got some time to make up.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we don't know how long that argument's going to be on the podcast for. That was a 40-minute
It
argument.
was pretty.
Really?
It was pretty serious, but like.
I wasn't
It
mad
wasn't an
about that.
argument. I thought it was more of just a discussion about our two views on comedy.
Hey, this isn't going to be all fucking laughs and ha-has. Sometimes I hate
You thought
this
this was
guy.
a comedy podcast? You're wrong.
Let's just do 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up.
I'm
very-
wearing
it's
I'm wearing a tie. I'm in my debating
I was
outfit.
going to say, it's very fitting that you came in. We're very opposites right now. I'm literally in shorts and a Hawaiian T-shirt.
I
And
know.
you look like
I look
me.
like I'm your public defender in a date rape case in like Miami. I'm like, sir, White Claws cannot get you black out. This woman,
You look like a university attorney.
Yeah.
It's like Daniel got caught up with some shit. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, let's get Tristan on the
This
line.
woman's a whore. Overruled.
yeah. If the fitted doesn't fit, you must acquit. That is. I support all women.
No, because we were talking right now about like how all four of us are very different people, just like to our core. What would be like the one drink if for free forever, but it's the only thing you can drink? What would be that one like beer or like one thing? You
Okay,
can have?
I'm like beside. Can I have
You
other
need
things?
one alcohol and you can't make your own.
So it's only alcohol. I can have like Gatorade and like milk. And
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
but only alcohol. You can drink that one alcohol for the rest of your life, and that's it. But it's free. It's free.
That's not a bad thing. I'd say I would say Tito's, but that just gets way too heavy in the fist. Like early in the day, I'd say like ranch water.
Why are
That's
you
the
going-
most alcoholic
Yeah,
statement
why are you
I've
going
ever heard.
early in the day?
Because
He's like, I don't want a Tito's at 8 a.m.
That's
I
a
want
little
a
too
nice.
heavy for a morning buzz.
It's a Miller Lite kind of an hour.
yeah, no, I'm saying like ranch water, 4%.
Yeah, about 2 White Claws will get you where you need to be.
Yeah, get you ready for work.
Jesus Christ.
No, because Daniel and I recently discovered how fire amaretto sours are.
What the hell is an amaretto sour?
Don't know.
One
tell
of
you.
the best drinks we've ever had.
Wait,
dude.
is it like a mixed drink?
Yeah, it's a mixed drink.
Bro, you drink fucking chalk IPAs.
What's it mixed? What's it mixed with?
Fucking.
Amaretto and sour mix.
It's
Like-
mixed with a big ass and pussy.
Yeah.
That's what it's mixed with.
Yeah.
Amaretto
you
and
read that
sour.
shit
job.
like a dictionary.
Did you guys
Good
have
job.
that first on a plantation? Where the fuck are you drinking amaretto sours? Did you drink it on a rocking chair?
Dude, no, Andrew essentially just gave the answer. You're like, cleaning. What's cleaning? He gave the dictionary answer. The act of cleaning.
Yeah. What's clean?
There are 3 ingredients. It's the amaretto, the sour mix, and a fucking cherry.
Okay,
Those are
so
the 3 ingredients.
What's
you
a
need.
sour mix, bro?
What's
That's
an
not
amaretto?
None of this is making
It sounds
sense.
like a fun string instrument. What the fuck is an amaretto?
Amaretto is like a whiskey.
I play the shit out of a mean amaretto.
Yeah, you hear the amaretto solo? It's a mixture of a violin and a mandolin.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where we're hemmed up off of, bro. Your boy that's what happened. Your boy got fucking sauced pretty much every night we were down in Tucson.
You did?
And
Daniel was on.
I was fucked up. I
Damn.
was.
If you guys don't know, Daniel gets turns into a white girl when he gets drunk, and it's hysterical just because you'll say something to him, and then he'll laugh and cover his face.
Because it takes a lot to get me drunk because I drank a decent amount, but occasionally I'll let myself loose because I look at comedy as like a business thing. So I don't like being out. I don't like being out in public, just fucking shit faced. I'll have a few beers, but there was a night at the House of Comedy, and both nights at Tucson.
when you were hosting for Amos Gill.
Andrew saw
That
me
was
get
a-
fucking Kofi.
That was
Andrew saw
very
me get
funny.
fucking sauced.
We have the video of that set. You're like, I'm pretty sure you burped halfway through a bit.
I burped, didn't set my PBR down the entire time. Was in that bitch dealing them.
you slurred a few punchlines.
Slurred a couple words, cut a few jokes in half, got out of there clean. Clean
Yeah.
getaway.
it was
Sounds
you're opening
rough.
for a fucking Australian guy, so you could have done a shoey on
I could have
stage.
taken a couple shots on stage. They'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
as the host.
Yeah, we got
too.
racist cheese down there, don't we?
I know you were featuring that week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. I tell you, I come down here. He's fucking fake tits, tans, and guns.
Good try at
you
an
cunt.
Australian accent. Good try.
Can you do one?
Oh yeah, mate. What do you mean I can't do an Australian? Do you know what I can do? I can do Australian, and then I can do New Zealand. See, it's different. It's more towards the top of your mouth.
I fucking hate this guy.
It's
dude.
more like. Do you know what sounds like Korg? From
Tristan sounds like he Clockwork Oranged himself in the Outback Steakhouse commercials.
I hit my head at an Outback, and I woke up to the sounds of a didgeridoo. And honestly, I've had shrimp on the barbie ever since.
Oh yeah.
Actually, do you know it's not shrimp? It's actually called prawns. It's a fun fact. I got bit by a shark.
Ew, by a shack.
By a shark.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bite you, my man.
Wait, what the fuck?
You said you got bit by a shack?
Who are you?
I said a shark. Yeah, who the fuck was that? You said, wait, were you trying to do Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah, dude, I'm
I got bit by a shack.
You shut the fuck up, Chuck. I swear to God, I'll come over there.
Don't you know I'm a great white shack?
Put these paws on you, nigga. I'm sorry, we're on TNT. I swear to God. I'll go ahead and put these mitts on you, man. I'll come over there. I'll fuck you up.
Yo, the general can't defend you from this, bro.
I went over there. I said, Chuck, you know what? You need to put some icy hot on that. That's what's gonna solve. That's gonna solve all your
Plugs
problems.
in the middle of a threat.
Yeah. He's like, I swear to God, I'm gonna come over there, put these chaws on you, Chuck. Man, you call the goddamn general.
I swear to God.
Get on the phone.
I swear to
call
God.
the-
I swear to
Call the
God.
general, Chuck. Ernie, shut the fuck up.
I swear to God.
I'm gonna serve your ass like a Papa John's pizza.
I'm gonna serve you.
Ernie, take off that goddamn bow tie. It's corny. Chuck, you know you never won a ring.
I'm gonna serve you a bowl of cinnamon frosted flakes with mini basketballs in them because they're great, motherfucker. Like, anyone have those? Shaq's on them. I eat them. Cinnamon frosted. Shout out cinnamon
I'm
frosted
gonna put
flakes.
these Shaq shoes up your ass.
Bro, you know he did. He put his name and face on birth control.
No chance, really?
Look up that Shaq birth control. Every time you piss on this,
Yeah.
I'll get $13.
I'll bring down the backboard in your cervix.
He always breathes into the mic. I told you he did fucking birth control or whatever that is, pregnancy test.
Shaquille O'Neal's pregnancy set.
Every time you piss on this,
Every time you piss on
I'll get a cut.
Over 90% accurate. That's hysterical.
Every time you put your cut on this, I'll get a cut.
That's smart because sex is inevitable. Like,
Yeah.
Can
he's
you imagine-
obviously
Sex,
gonna sell.
sex sells, Kenny. I
Can
told
you
you.
imagine? So it says it includes 2 free Shaq stickers. Can you imagine walking into your daughter's room? She has 2 free Shaq. You're like, where do you get these Shaq stickers? Oh my God, is it true? And she just like holds up the positive test.
Yo, pregnancy, sponsor my big black ass.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we didn't do this in the front. If you can't watch this whole goddamn thing, first of all, tell a friend.
No one's gonna know.
Tell a friend about the cast.
Tell a friend. Speak to them. Conjure your immortals and tell them, listen to the podcast. And fuck that one guy on Instagram. I'm funny regardless of my hairline.
And if you can't watch the full video, we have a poppin' Instagram channel, Final Stop Official. It's going to be right here. We got all the reels, gun range vlog, fun shit. If you guys are watching the back half of this, you guys are definitely the ones that are going to buy the fucking merch when it drops. I'm going to put a loose logo right here. We literally are in talks right now. We got merch dropping in the next fucking 2-3 weeks. If you want it early, because we're getting a limited number, DM the Final Stop, me, Andrew, Brody, Tristan, whoever. DM your size.
Don't DM me.
It wouldn't behoove you to DM him. DM me or Andrew if you want to if you want to get some shit done. Send us your size. There's gonna be a red guy. There's gonna be a black guy. Or I'm sorry, white guy, black guy. There's gonna be a
Whoa.
Yo, chill.
Chill the fuck
Chill.
out. We're gonna save that type of
No,
talk.
there's a-
We're gonna save that type of talk for the Patreon coming soon.
There's
Then
gonna
you'll
be
be
a
able to, you'll be able to hear how flagrant we are. We all harmonize in an N-word. Me and Brody sing it at the beginning of every episode. And guess what? If you want to be mad about it, I guess you have to spend $5. It's not gonna happen, I promise. Maybe it will. Who knows? All the episodes start off with my dick out. Patreon exclusive.
You just do Cheatier's bits up top. It's like, my dick is out. My dick is out.
All right, dates, bud.
Dates. I don't know when this is gonna be coming out.
It should be coming out.
Not next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
So May 12th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. May 12th. I'm gonna be hosting for the great Chappelle Lacey and sweet Joel Jimenez at Stand Up Live. That is gonna be a lot of fun. I am also gonna be doing I believe the 29th or something along those lines. Let me check my calendar. I'm gonna be hosting the New Faces show at Stand Up Live, I do believe, or it's either at that or Tempe Improv. Who knows? I'm about to in a second when I look at my calendar. Just
This is great.
like this. Boop. It is the 25th. of May. 25th of May, hosting, and also 23rd at Gracie's. That Monday, I'm going to be at Gracie's for the Dustin Hadlock show. And the 21st, guess what? Me, Daniel, and Andrew are going to be at Marcel's comedy show. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be fun. We're all going to have a good time.
I'm going to beat this kid's ass so we turn this camera off. DBG and Friends. This will come out after, but the next one is going to be first Wednesday in May. I'm sorry, not May, June. Get your tickets. There's a link in my bio. We're getting a link tree, so it'll be easier for you guys to find tickets to shit. Yeah, and that one show that the whole cast is on. Oh, also, we're going to be doing a Final Stop live show here at some point. It's going to be us doing stand-up in the beginning, the boys doing a podcast, and Brody the intern. The last probably 20 minutes, we're putting all the kind of work together and figuring out in the end. Andrew, bring us home.
All right, I'll give you guys 30 seconds of plugs. I will be on DBG and Friends whenever Daniel feels like it's been long enough since the last time I did it.
It's been a couple months for me, so keep on waiting.
I am the most regular character on that show, so please hope to God I come in the next 2 months. Thank you, Galen. I will also be on one of the next few Ready or Nots. That's the Philip Jewell, Rose Verdugo, Dietrich Rashad show. It should be either this month or the following month. I will let you guys know in future episodes. And then, like Tristan said earlier, we got the Marcel's show May 21st. Me, Daniel, Tristan's going to be a full Final Stop outing, and that's going to be my plugs for this week.
Also, Cobalt, June 1st with the great Patrick Aiken. I'm going to do the drag. I'm going to go down the runway. It's a drag place, so they have a runway. I'm going to do it in the round.
Hold on, Brady. All right, one sec. I'll cut this out. 1 sec. Don't stop the camera because we're going to do just a couple stills for the thumbnail, but I want this. That's been it. That's been it. That's been an episode. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. I love...
Yeah, that didn't look forced at all.
I love cum.